What's up, saddle hunters? Ryan here, and today I'm going to be kind of sharing you and taking you down a few different videos that I was able to kind of grab and capture during the time at the Tethrd Teach and Train event here in Muskegon, Michigan. So I'm just going to be kind of throwing in some video clips here just to kind of get those that may have missed the event a little bit more detail on what happened, and for those that are maybe looking at going to a future event, to maybe see a little bit more of what you would expect at an event like this. Tethrd did a fantastic job with hosting this event in Muskegon, and the community around it just embraced it fully. There's food, giveaways, just tons of collaboration going on. Guys were kind of, picking each other's brains, and really just diving into gear and discussions and tactics and, success and how people, got into saddle hunting, or people, just looking into maybe getting into it for the first time. So it brings in a lot of fresh eyes. It brings in a lot of different experiences. It brings in a community of people that are really interested in with this whole teach and train event. It's really educational based, because that's really the big thing for saddle hunters is, when you get into the a concept of saddle hunting, it's relatively new for majority of the hunting population. It's been around for years, but as far as an overall application, a lot of the products even that are out today, are fairly new to the market within, let's just say, the last 5 years or so. So definitely very interesting to kind of see, everything kind of come to light. And for those that were looking at going to the event, I highly recommend it. It's free. And what better way to hang out on Saturday and check out saddle equipment and gear and discussions and the community. So all good stuff. So I'm going to stop jabbing and let you guys in on a little of what happened in Muskegon at the Tethrd Teach and Train event. Thanks.
You can climb back down onto those pretty easily. But the trick is learning to get your feet into an aider on your way down. You've got to hook your toe into it, make sure you've got positive contact before you trust it. It's kind of tough in the dark, And everybody's at a different skill level. Some guys don't have enough view past their gut to put their feet into an aider, you know what I mean? Right?
Yeah, I ran into the issue.
Some of us, like, if I miss the aider, it's okay, I float to the ground. I'm not a very big guy.
Yeah. Some of us have a little harder.
So, yeah, climbing down onto aiders kind of sucks. It's doable, and it takes practice. But just like everything, like practice, and you figure out what your system is that works best for you. That's why, like, these sticks for me, this is, I got them in November, and now I've climbed on them 100 times now or so. Not nearly the amount I have on Wild Edge steps. Using those for 4 years, I use those exclusively. The system's great. Once you figure out what you're going to do, it doesn't matter what stick you have. If you're buying the helium sticks because they're cheap on Camel Fire, use them, but just do the same thing every time, figure out what works, and if it's with or without an aider, it doesn't matter. The biggest thing is doing it the same way every time. That way you can't screw up. It just becomes muscle memory. It took me it was my third hunt on these. I hunted a morning and evening, and then the next morning I went in with these, and I tested myself trying to set them up. I was really skeptical about this Dynalock system at first. So I went completely in the dark, set up, and I sat dark to dark. I never turned my lamp on, my headlamp, going in or coming out. Just did everything pitch black. That's a simple setup, Practice.
I don't know, anywhere between 8 to 10 inches right here. So then I'll swing around to the side, and literally I'm just sitting here. I'm not really doing anything. Then I'll reach down, pull my rope out of there, just like that. Oh. Then I'll just put my knees up against the tree, and then from there I just do that and just just cinch it down. I kind of mentioned that I don't like having 3 steps here because the 3rd step would be way down there and it doesn't suit me anything. So I prefer just to have 2 steps. So then from here, I'll put my 1 foot in there. So toe to the tree, step up, and then as you climb, keep your rope out in front of the stick, or the stick. Then you can kind of grab these little hooks here. I'll loosen this up just a bit. So I use these little hooks here because when you watch people one stick, if for some odd reason while you're moving this and you have your fingers behind the rope and you slip and fall, your fingers are now pinched between the rope and the tree, so it's like super uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. I've never done it, but I've heard it's not very fun. You have a trip to the ER.
It's hard to text that way too, probably.
Yes, it is.
Well, if you got both hands stuck in there, you're not getting down.
No, you're
with your fingers.
with your whole body weight on it and everything. So, so the other thing I forgot to mention is some guys like to have their rope coming off the side like this because then they can swing over to the side easier. You'll see some one stickers will keep this centered on the tree, and I'll actually do that on my next move, but they'll put the platform underneath here and it'll actually pinch the platform so you can take your hands off of it. So I'll reach down. This is the hard part. A lot of guys complain about that noise right there. If you're not paying attention, it can be kind of a pain. So push away from the tree. Put it out on the rope. One sticking is not fun when you're on a leaning tree sometimes.
There's no wires on that noise you just made.
So push up like that, and then you can just take your hand right off the rope.
You let your rope then pinch that to the tree then?
Correct. Slide that around and just put that in the cam cleat. Then I just step back.
Now, if there's a limb in the way, can you unhook that and just wrap it back around the limb?
Yeah, so there's a Delta Quick Link right here. It's not a carabiner. You just untwist that.
And just pop it off and throw it around the limb and go back up. Okay.
Yep. I know it's probably not the safest way to do it because you're disconnected from the tree, but I don't know. I don't use a carabiner, even though they're easy to use because you could side load those on smaller trees. So just for me to take a few extra seconds to untwist it, then to twist it back up. It's not that big of a thing. From there you can, you could literally just keep climbing as high as you want to go. But from there I would hang my platform on there, which I don't have to do that because it's pretty simple to do that. So if I was done hunting, what I would do is I would take this little strap here, drop it down.
You let your bow down with that too, or?
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. You can use that. I don't really like climbing with it down because it seems like a mess to kind of hold on to, like, move your strap up while having this dangle. I usually have either my bow in my backpack or I use like a Doyle's deer hoist, and I have it coming out of like this pouch because this pouch really doesn't have anything in it other than like my gear hanger and then the platform strap that I use. So yeah, so from there I move my little hooks over to the right side just because it makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to do that, but then can just pull on this lever and just kind of, you keep the rope pulled down. You guys can't see this, but you keep it down instead of out like this, and you see there's like a graphic on this rappel device that tells you how to hold the rope. So as you hold it, you just kind of let it feed out, and it's super comfortable. But you'll notice this tree leans that way, so gravity is going to take me that way. Let it take you. It's not worth fighting over, because when you get down to the bottom of the tree, you're gonna hit the ground anyway. So I'll let gravity take me down.
Do you need that rappel device, or can you use a knot of some sort?
You can use a knot. I just feel more comfortable using a rappel device. I haven't spent the time to look at the different types of knots.
Okay.
I know they're out there because I know guys use them, especially because these are crazy hard to find.
Well, that's, yeah.
Yeah, so that is an option.
Between hard to find and expensive, both.
Yes.
That's the kind of stuff that I do when I was in California.
I'm just thinking of a get me by until I can get something, but
Yeah, there's options, and I think more companies are starting to stock these on their sites, different brands of them and whatnot. So I usually have like a clip that goes on this that I just snap on the back of my saddle, but I don't have it, so I'll just hold it around my shoulder.
I know a guy that 3D prints those.
I know. I wish you would have brought some. Oh wait, they're here, but they're at a picnic table right now. So and you can go as fast as you want. That's actually the best part about this system, is feeling like you're batting.
That's crazy. That part is crazy.
So from there, I'll detach that and then follow this around. All you have to do is just kind of give it a nice pull on it. And then if it gets stuck like this, which it will get stuck, you just kind of walk it around the tree like this. And as you walk, it'll kind of feed itself over that stuff like that. And that's it.
And if it was over a limb, you would just pull your other rope all the way through the hook.
Yep. Yep. That's one sticking from a guy who hasn't done it in 3 months, so hopefully that was helpful.
Loop part. And that gets you, 2 feet off the ground or whatever.
You're not afraid of that button? It's plastic, right?
No, it's metal.
It's metal? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I think Matt uses grade 8 hardware in that thing.
Okay.
So it's pretty solid. So just 1 foot in like that, and then the nader right onto the step. And then I've got a elastic strap, so that when you step up, it just comes right off. And boom, right there, 5 feet. And that thing weighs 1 pound. So then I'll, coming down, same thing, hook onto the step, loop that over. And so Austin's got this really cool clip where you can put 4 of them in there and just hang them from your side. And that would get you to 20 feet. So I wanted to try it out because I think that's a sweet
you're breathing
compact system.
You're breathing a little heavy now.
I'm just out of shape.
We're talking to guys that we're not in tip top.
See, what I like about that is I'm not with this thing searching for a hole or something to put something in.
Exactly.
Hat done. We'll draw for all the accessories, and then everybody's tickets will go back in the hat, and everybody will have a chance to get a Phantom or a Predator platform. All right, so once I start drawing, you'll just come up here, pick what you want. We've got a couple of Muskegon Tethrd shirts. A couple different sizes of those. Hats, 11mm ropes, 8mm ropes, all with carabiners and everything. You got your hiss strap, ropeman, tongs, a variety of different pouches. So you can pick what you want. We've got some keychains. I assume those will go first. Right? So we'll draw all that stuff, and then I'll put everybody's tickets back in, and we'll draw for the saddle and the platform. Somebody here will go away from here happy, right? So if you want in, come on up. I'll give you a ticket. Yeah? That one? All right. Pick one ticket at a time, okay? Yep.
I'd say a t-shirt.
All right, the first winner
trust you.
659-1165. 1165. Everything's available except for the platform and the saddle first. Keep your ticket because we're going to put everything back in. Well, you better ask Dad what he wants.
Oh, I know. You come up here.
1139. Again? Oh, jeez. How'd that work out? Oh, yeah, it is before? Okay. All right. So we'll have 2 drawings here. We've got a Phantom saddle and a Predator platform. Okay, this is the big ones. No pressure on you at all.
Dad's not watching.
All right. 1157. All right. Cool. Good choice. Predator platform it is. All right. Congratulations. Sweet. All right. Now for the Phantom saddle. 1138.
Nate was cool.
Sweet. All right. Congratulations. Yeah, so he can't say he knows. So thanks for coming, everybody. This is a good time all the time. Thanks to Adam and John and the guys over here at the Bowmen's Club for hosting, letting us do this here, and for the food. Feel free to stick around. We'll be here for as long as anybody wants to stay. With the rain coming, I wanted to get this out of the way now. But yeah, we'll be here probably as long as anybody wants to stay. If you want to try stuff, we've still got platforms and saddles. It doesn't matter if it gets wet. We know how to dry it all out. So stick around as long as you want. Try things. And if your name is not on the email list, make sure you get it on there. We'll email out discount codes within the next couple of days that you can use on anything at the Tethrd website. Okay? So make sure it's legible too. Your hat. Yeah.